All right, folks. Now, this one falls in the you can't make this stuff up. This is really crazy. Now, I'm going to show you a graphic. Actually, it's right by me right here that I have actually shown you before, and I've spent some time talking about this, and this is the unmanned aerial vehicle base that is in the Kashan airport. Now, this is in Iran, and of course, this is where one of the places where they train their people how to fly these very deadly drones. Now, Iran has become very, very good at building these kamikaze drones, and they have developed quite the entourage of people that can actually fly them and are remarkably competent at actually maneuvering them and moving them. They have helped people like Hezbollah use it to attack Israeli interests off the Lebanese coast and off the Israeli coast in the Mediterranean. And of course, they've been very, very successful at using these things to destroy lots of people's lives and property. Now, when I first started talking about this, I said that eventually Russia would take part in the action. And this was a year ago when I first showed this picture to you. And guess what, folks? That's exactly the direction that we are going in right now. I am looking at a Times of Israel article that's actually telling us that Tehran has now agreed to help Moscow manufacture explosive drones in Russia. And folks, this story is an absolutely legitimate story. We know for a fact it's legitimate because we've been seeing talk of it earlier. There has been very open talk, and the beginning of this article says Russia has reached a deal with Iran to begin manufacturing kamikaze drones on Russian soil after long weeks of attacking Ukrainian cities with Iranian-made aircraft, according to a Saturday report. And by the way, that report is likely very accurate. Now, a couple of things should go with this story, and I should remind you that when all the talking heads running their mouths, speaking empty rhetoric, were saying that Russia was not going to prevail, we were saying that they were, and we based that on Ezekiel chapter 38. And now when we begin to see Iran using their skills, their abilities, and their talents to begin to subsidize the attack capability of Russia, it should come as no surprise because we know Iran will be a major player with Russia when they attack Israel, by the way, while Israel thinks they're on good terms with all of them. So none of this should be a surprise. It shouldn't even be a surprise that Israel isn't really speaking up or objecting to it as of now. They will, because Bibi's in office. I guarantee you they will. But what is remarkable is to see how close Iran and Russia are and how close they're getting together in doing all of these things and in destroying the interests to the south. And when they destroy that interest to the south, guess what, folks? They're going to keep going south. And we know that because the Bible tells us that eventually Israel is going to get attacked by them. And this is absolutely no joke. This should not be as a surprise to any of us. God makes it clear in the scripture what will happen. We know the end game, so none of this should surprise us. Folks, Jesus is coming soon. We need to be looking up and we need to be looking around because the signs of the times are here. We need to wake up and we need to continue to remind people of the world in which we're living. God bless you guys.